The 2020 Online and Self-Guided Psychological First Aid or PFA modules supplemental to the Supporting, Enabling, and Empowering Students or SEES. For the introduction, teacher wears multiple hats: a teacher, a parent, a musician, a counselor, an engineer, an actor, an artist, a coordinator, an accountant, a manager, an events coordinator, nutritionist, disciplinarian, behaviorist, mediator, doctor, and so many others. So safety first, no face-to-face classes until there is a vaccine available. Basic Education Learning Continuity Plan, classes will be delivered using the following learning delivery modalities. Number 1 is blended learning, 2 homeschooling, 3 distance learning. And the objectives of this module for the students to provide venue by which they can discuss their fears, feelings, and anxieties, to enable to manage their feelings and reframe their thoughts, to empower to look for linkages to services that could help others, and to allow students to focus on their strengths and support systems during a fearful and worrisome time. And guidance note for the user. This portion is divided into 4 major parts. An overview of the changes to be expected, add-ons and revisions to the basic facilitation skills needed by users, additional information on the online PFA delivery and PFAs through self-guided modules, online conduct of modules 1 to 4 of the SEESE, conduct of self-guided modules 1 to 4 of the SEES. So let's have an overview of the changes to be expected. Change in delivery platform from classroom or face-to-face to online setting or through self-guided modules. These are the skills that the teacher must possess in order to deliver the modules successfully. Communication skills, seeing beyond students' body language and tone, time management and organization skills, role of the PFA providers, what PFA providers should look for, managing interactions effectively, resolving technological issues. Facilitation skills needed by users. Who can facilitate online PFA and PFA through self-guided modules? SEES psychological interventions may be delivered by teachers, guidance counselors, or other personnel who are trained to facilitate the program. What competencies are expected of PFA providers using the supplemental modules? Mastery of program design, the ability to implement and process activities, and adjust design when necessary. Adjustments may be necessary depending on the mode of the delivery, environment, available resources, and nature of learners. What should PFA providers look for? PFA providers must learn how to look between the lines for the signs of stress and anxiety, emotional reactions, feeling sad, angry, scared, etc. For behavioral reactions, lack of motivation, avoiding doing activities, becoming violent. And for physical reactions, headaches, muscle pain, back pain, difficulty sleeping, lack of appetite. Do you have any problems? Well, maybe I can help. Basta pag may nararamdaman na kayo, sabihin nyo agad kay teacher. Resolving technology management issues. Pag wala kayong load, you can message me or chat me pag may load na kayo within the week. You can also watch other videos related to the lesson. And remember, no to cyberbullying. Core actions and activities on modules. These are the activities that you will do this week about psychological first aid. So for this week, ang activity natin ay about sa psychological first aid. So for the module 1, validating feelings and normalizing reactions. My feelings towards this disaster pandemic are normal and valid. Others may also feel the same way. It is okay to not feel okay. Sa Module 2, calming down and managing one's emotions and thoughts. I can manage my own emotions and I am able to bring myself to calm down. Module 3, identifying and addressing needs. I am capable of identifying my own and other people's needs. Can link others to the proper channels which can best address their concerns. Module 4, identifying sources of strength. I am strong because I can rely on my inner strength and because I have people around me who supports me. These are the core actions to be developed this week. Look for Module 1 and 3 refers to how to assess the current situation, what the risks are, who are who are affected, what the needs are, and what feelings students may have or may have had. Listen, Modules 1, 2, and 4 refers to paying attention and listening actively, accepting feelings, calming someone in distress, asking about needs and concerns, and helping find solutions to problems. Link Module 3 refers to how to assist with accessing information, social support, accessing services, and tackling problems. So let's start the Module 1, validating feelings and normalizing reactions. Before we begin, please prepare a sheet of paper with you. Don't worry, hindi tayo magka-quiz today. So, kung may papel na kayo, i-ready lang. Hello, my dear students. Kumusta kayo? Are you okay or not okay? Activity, graphing, feelings. Using the sheet of paper, I want you to identify 5 feelings, emotions that you have experienced these past few months and rate it from 1 to 10. You can write other emotions, feelings. So, eto yung mga emotions na pwede nyong pagpilian. Pipili lang kayo ng 5. Or example, ang napili kong mga emotions, happy, bored, scared, sad, excited. Then yung happy, nirate ko ng 6. Yung bored, nirate ko din ng 6. Then yung scared, nirate ko ng 7. Kasi dahil nga sa pandemic ngayon. And sad, nirate ko ng 5. And excited, 10. Kasi this is the first day of the class. Then, igagraph. Gayahin lang tong graph na to. Okay, so I'll give you 3 minutes para gawin tong activity. Then after that, let's discuss kung ano yung mga na feeling yung mga feelings. Alright, so 3 minutes starts now. Questions to ponder. What are the feelings common to you? Do you have similar answers? Do you know the reasons why do you have those emotions? Is it all positive or negative emotions or mix? The last question is, are you okay or not okay? From your answers, you are the only one who can say if you are okay or not okay. But you have to remember that it is okay to not feel okay. Okay lang kung hindi ka okay. It is a normal reaction as of this time. It's okay that we have problems. It's okay that we are not perfect. It's okay if we cry. Everything is okay as long as we are not giving up. Do not overthink. Common reactions of students to stressful events. These are the common reactions of the students. feel a strong responsibility to the family, feel anxious brought about by the uncertainty of the future, feel intense or prolonged grief for not being able to wait, may become self-absorbed and feel self-pity, may experience changes in their relationships with other people, may also start taking risks, engage in self-destructive behavior, have avoidant behavior, and become aggressive, may experience behavior shifts in their view of the world accompanied by a sense of hopelessness about the present and the future, may become defiant of the authorities and parents while they start relying on peers for socializing through social media, may feel guilty and anxious having been separated from their loved ones due to lockdown. So what to do when terrible things happen? Still, these are the immediate reactions. There are a wide variety of positive and negative reactions that students can experience during an immediate after crisis situation. This includes for the cognitive confusion, worry, self-blame, positive reactions, determination, courage, optimism, faith. For the emotional, for the negative reactions, shock, sorry, grief, sadness, fear, anger, numb, irritability, guilt, and shame. Positive reactions, feeling involved, challenged, mobilized. For social, fights with others or does not speak with others. Positive reactions, seek out others who can help others in need. Physiological, negative reactions, tired, headache, muscle tension, stomach ache, difficulty sleeping, fast heartbeat. And for positive reactions, alertness, readiness to respond, increased energy. Sa lahat ng reactions na mararamdaman nyo, always keep in mind to be optimistic. Just be optimistic. Common negative reactions. When traumatic experiences comes back to mind, avoid or iwasan stressful thoughts or images, emotions or physical reactions that reminds the past experiences. Avoid the reminders of the events, places and people connected to what happened. For physical arousal reactions, avoid, iwasan pa din, constantly being on the lookout for danger, startling, easily, or being jumpy. Irritability or outbursts of anger, feeling on edge, difficulty falling or staying asleep, problems concentrating or paying attention, reactions to trauma and loss reminders, avoid, iwasan, reactions to places, people, sight, sounds, smells, and feelings that are reminders of the disaster. Reminders can bring on distressing mental images, thoughts, and emotional physical reactions. Common examples include sudden loud noises, sirens, locations where the disaster occurred, seeing people with disabilities, funerals, anniversaries of the disasters, and television or radio news about the disaster. What helps and what doesn't help. What doesn't help? Using alcohol or drugs to cope, extreme withdrawal from family or friends, overreacting or failing to eat, withdrawing from pleasant activities, working too much, violence or conflict, doing risky things, driving recklessly, substance abuse, not taking adequate precautions, extreme avoidance of thinking or talking about the event or a death of a loved one, not taking care of yourself, excessive TV or computer games. Now these are the things that can help: talking to other person for support or spending time with others, engaging in positive, distracting activities like sports, hobbies, reading, getting adequate rest, and eating healthy meals, trying to maintain a normal schedule, scheduling pleasant activities, taking breaks, reminiscing about a loved one who has died, focusing on something practical that you can do right now to manage the situation better, using relaxation methods, participating in a support group, exercising in a moderation, keeping a journal, and seeking counseling. So again, during these days, always choose the things that will help you. And module 1 ends here. I hope you learned something, and we're going to continue discussing the other modules on the next days.